spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like Big Fish came to Jonah. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Gun. Back.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep.
11. They can.
Back to Mixon on second down.
And some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
1-1. Let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Burrows. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Now a first down carry for Harris. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris, but he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. If you make the stop there, maybe you're holding to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2nd and 5 from the 8. They'll run again with Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Brings up 3rd and
7. Jackson now. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. T.J. Watt coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal here.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
There we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he will have a Steelers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, he got 4 on 3rd down. First down, here's Burrow. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Mixon with a first down carry, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. For it on 4th. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. 4th and 2. They got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Burrow. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Steelers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
To try again after the sack. Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. T.J. Watt. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And Certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line.
At the Ravens' 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Here we go, here we go.
Inside handoff to Mixon.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Uses the stiff arm. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. But that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning. If you remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to, we had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
Mixon again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of... And he's in! Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The sneak successful from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Now the try here for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Steelers 14, Ravens 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Jackson on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. Mixing up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
On 1, ready?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
George Pickens the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On 2nd and goal, Burrow. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Throwing is Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing a shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
try and throw for it with Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Here we go. Here we go.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Here we go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
11 MP. Hey. 11 MP.
Now it's Burrow. He finds his man. Complete. That's Gilbert. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31.
11. 11 MT.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
12.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Gets a
now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Burrow got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Justin Jefferson with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Steelers 27, Ravens 10. Matthew Wright set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time. And
we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season.
Hey, report! Report! Hey, report! Report!
To throw is Jackson. He's got a man, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28.
It's the pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
On 1, right?
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
On 1, right?
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 63 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You take in charge.
Nixon will try the right side, and he is going to lose yardage here.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And now they will throw it with Burrow. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Burrow. This goes out wide from Nixon. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
12, 11, 11.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Now Jackson on first down. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
11 Thomas. 12.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Gilbert finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. A handoff to Mixon. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll lead the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Burrow looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show them.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Burrow will throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up fourth down now. Third and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
And his kick here is good. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning.
Matthew Wright set to kick off.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Jackson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Hey, middle. Report.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Here we go.
They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Tackle there by Michael Pierce. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
11.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Pittsburgh, they conclude the regular season with a final record of 11-6. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll finish a less than stellar campaign with a mark of 6-11. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around.
I told my boss, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in